shit to say about me. I see you're still the same clout-chasing bitch who's been obsessed with me.
Can you even believe we're already smack dab in the middle of 2025 and this saga is still unfolding? The seemingly never-ending beef between Bhad Bhabie and Lil Tay has somehow managed to not only survive but seemingly thrive, etching itself into the bizarre annals of internet feuds. It's been a staggering 7 years, a full presidential term plus some, since this whole thing ignited. 7 years. Let that sink in. In the rapidly shifting landscape of online drama, where trends and controversies flare and fade like shooting stars, this particular conflict has shown an almost stubborn resilience. How is it even conceivable that two individuals can maintain a level of animosity, a consistent back and forth for the better part of a decade? It truly defies the typical lifespan of internet squabbles. Honestly, it's baffling, almost impressive in its sheer longevity. But beyond the bewilderment, there's a sense that this latest resurgence isn't just another fleeting online spat. It feels different, more charged, like the simmering tension might finally be reaching a boiling point, potentially escalating beyond the digital realm and into a physical confrontation. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, a part of me, the morbidly curious entertainment consumer, is here for it, as long as it stays within the somewhat controlled chaos of something like a sanctioned fight. You know, gloves on, in a ring, clear rules, ensuring nobody gets seriously hurt outside of the spectacle. We don't want to see things devolve into something truly ugly, something that could lead to real-world consequences. So, what exactly was the spark that reignited this seemingly dormant volcano of animosity? It all started with a seemingly innocuous tweet from Lil Tay. She threw it out into the Twitterverse, a declaration of ambition, stating with a touch of youthful confidence, "Next year, I'm winning a Grammy. A simple statement of a goal, a dream many aspiring artists harbor. Harmless enough, right? You'd think so. But in the unpredictable ecosystem of online personalities, nothing is ever truly neutral. Enter Bhad Bhabie, or Danielle Bregoli, who, seemingly unprovoked and out of nowhere, swooped into the comment section with a response that was as blunt as it was dismissive. "Girls, shut the DMN up," she fired back, punctuated with 2 laughing emojis that dripped with sarcasm and a solitary $sign. That $sign, what does it signify? Is it a reference to cryptocurrency, a nod to financial motivations, or just a random symbol of disdain? Your guess is as good as mine. But regardless of its specific meaning, the message was clear. Bhad Bhabie was not taking Lil Tay's aspirations seriously. And unsurprisingly, Lil Tay, who has never been one to back down from a confrontation, definitely didn't appreciate the public dismissal of her dreams and ambitions. It was a digital slap in the face, and the response was inevitable. Lil Tay, never one to mince words or shy away from a confrontation, fired back with a vengeance, addressing Bhad Bhabie directly and pulling no punches. She launched into a scathing retort, labeling Bhad Bhabie aged who constantly hides behind a screen or a bodyguard, a direct jab at Bhad Bhabie's public persona and perceived reliance on others for protection. But she wasn't done there. She then dredged up a piece of their shared history, a moment that has undoubtedly fueled much of this ongoing animosity. "You sure do have a lot to say on the internet, but got your ass beat by Whoa Vicky in your own studio. I'll smack the shit out of you." The reference to the infamous 2018 incident involving Whoa Vicky was a calculated move, a reminder of a past humiliation and a direct challenge to Bhad Bhabie's tough image. For those who might have forgotten, or perhaps were living under an internet rock at the time, this was a significant event in the early chapters of this feud, where Lil Tay was seen standing alongside Whoa Vicky during a physical altercation with Bhad Bhabie. Remember that grainy footage? Lil Tay, then just a child, standing defiantly with Whoa Vicky, seemingly ready to throw down near some nondescript train tracks. And let's not forget the presence of Bhad Bhabie's bodyguard, the now infamous 12-ass dude, as he was dubbed online, adding another layer of complexity and intrigue to the already volatile situation. It's genuinely wild to think that after all this time, after years of relative quiet, they are still at each other's throats, trading insults and threats. And honestly, who even has a clear recollection of what initially ignited this fiery conflict in the first place? It feels like a historical event in internet culture, origins lost to the mists of time, yet the animosity remains as potent as ever. But the digital sparring wasn't confined to the public arena of Twitter. It seems the animosity spilled over into more private channels. In what has been reported as a private group chat, likely amongst her fans and followers, Lil Tay reportedly sent a message directly aimed at Bhad Bhabie. A digital flare shot across the bow. "Bhad Bhabie, where the you at? Shitty. I heard you had some shitty to say about." This message suggests a desire to take the confrontation offline, to move beyond the superficiality of social media jabs and into a more direct, perhaps even physical realm. This private escalation seems to be the catalyst that truly reignited the public feud, signaling that this wasn't just going to be another fleeting exchange of insults. Then came the deeply personal jab, the kind of comment that cuts deeper than any internet slang. Lil Tay, seemingly aiming for maximum impact, stated, "Bhad Bhabie, instead of being obsessed with me for the past 5 years and stalking my page, how about you tend to your own newborn daughter?" This was a low blow, bringing Bhad Bhabie's personal life and parental responsibilities into the crosshairs of their public dispute. We all know that Bhad Bhabie recently welcomed a child into the world, a significant life event that should, in theory, shift priorities. Or perhaps she even has 2 children now. The timeline has become a bit blurry amidst the swirling rumors of domestic issues and other personal challenges she's reportedly faced. It's a messy situation, to say the least, and while there have been moments where empathy for Bhad Bhabie seemed appropriate, at some point, you have to question the dynamic of an adult continuing to engage in a long-standing feud with someone who was literally a child when this whole thing began. Lil Tay was a mere 9 years old back in 2018 when the initial sparks flew, and now here we are in 2025, and she's 16 or 17, still locked in this bizarre battle, all over a tweet about a Grammy award no less. It really does seem like Bhad Bhabie's initial response was entirely unprovoked, a needless escalation of a non-issue. Couldn't she have just let the girl have her dreams, her aspirations? After all, Lil Tay has shown glimpses of genuine musical talent. But Bhad Bhabie, or Danielle Bregoli, who has cultivated a persona of being unapologetically confrontational, wasn't about to let such accusations and personal attacks slide without a response. She clapped back with a message that was dripping with disdain and a hint of something more ominous. "I know your route, you reaching out, you need my name for clout, ... she retorted, followed by a monkey emoji with its hands covering its ears. Let's be real here. That "I know your route" comment carries a certain weight, a veiled implication that she knows where Lil Tay is, where she lives. Coupled with the monkey emoji, which can be interpreted in various negative ways, it certainly feels like more than just a dismissive comment. It feels like a threat, a subtle flexing of power and potential reach. Lil Tay, however, wasn't intimidated. She doubled down on her challenge, directly addressing Bhad Bhabie and bringing up the past avoidance. "Heck, you ducked me since I was 9 and you're still ducking me, you bird ass, but you tweeted at me first," etched, which is true. "So say that itch to my face, pull up 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time." The directness of the challenge is striking. Lil Tay isn't just trading insults, she's setting a time and place, daring Bhad Bhabie to step out of the digital arena and into a real-world confrontation. And she's not wrong. Bhad Bhabie did initiate this latest round of hostilities. She even brought up the old footage again, a visual reminder of past encounters and unresolved tensions. So, with the gauntlet well and truly thrown, Lil Tay took to social media to announce her intentions. She declared she would be going live on both Twitch and YouTube at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, presumably to address the ongoing situation and perhaps even engage in a direct confrontation with Bhad Bhabie if she decided to show up. The announcement was punctuated with a blushing emoji, perhaps hinting at a mix of anticipation and nervousness, and a bold middle finger emoji directed at Bhad Bhabie, leaving no room for misinterpretation. But when the appointed hour arrived, Bhad Bhabie was conspicuously absent. Lil Tay addressed her viewers, explaining that she had attempted to reach out to both Bhad Bhabie and her manager, but they had ceased communication. She speculated that they were now trying to spin the narrative, to portray her as someone who was merely chasing clout by engaging with Bhad Bhabie's initial comment. You could see a mixture of disappointment and a wry amusement on Lil Tay's face as she spoke. It's a familiar scenario in the world of online beef. Someone talks tough from behind a keyboard, but when confronted with the prospect of a real-time public showdown, they suddenly develop a case of cold feet. Lil Tay didn't hold back, directly accusing Bhad Bhabie of ducking, using a crude term to emphasize her belief that Bhad Bhabie was avoiding the confrontation. She pointed out the irony of Bhad Bhabie projecting an image of being a tough, no-nonsense figure online, a baddest rapper, SL Bab Mama, Aisha, yet seemingly backing down when faced with a challenge from someone she's been dismissive of for years, someone she's been ducking since she was a child. She questioned the credibility of Bhad Bhabie's tough persona, suggesting that her manager, or perhaps even Bhad Bhabie herself, recognized the potential pitfalls of engaging in such a public confrontation. The chat alongside Lil Tay's livestream was a flurry of reactions and opinions. One comment highlighted the significant age difference between the two, questioning the logic of a 21-year-old engaging in a feud with someone who isn't even old enough to vote or legally purchase alcohol or cannabis. However, another viewer quickly countered this argument by pointing out that Bhad Bhabie is also currently embroiled in a public dispute with Alabama Barker, who is 19 years old, thus undermining the age difference as a valid reason for avoiding the confrontation with Lil Tay. The commenter then shifted focus, suggesting that Bhad Bhabie, as a mother, has more responsibilities and perhaps isn't willing to engage in what could be perceived as petty online drama. Conversely, they posited that Lil Tay might be more willing to engage in such antics as a means of reviving her social media presence, even if it means dredging up old conflicts. But as has been emphasized and bears repeating, Bhad Bhabie was the one who reignited this particular firestorm with her comment on Lil Tay's Grammy tweet. They even brought up a visual comparison of their ages again, showing Bhad Bhabie at 21 and Lil Tay at 17, noting that Lil Tay would be turning 18 in a few months, suggesting that perhaps they should put the beef on hold until then, eliminating the age difference as a potential excuse for avoiding a physical confrontation. And then there's the whole other layer of drama involving Bhad Bhabie and Alabama Barker. Bhad Bhabie recently released a diss track seemingly aimed at Travis Barker's daughter, and this creator even offered to provide a reaction and breakdown of the track in a future video if there's enough viewer interest. It's a tangled web of online feuds and rivalries, a constant source of entertainment and drama for those who follow these personalities. Ultimately, the question remains, will this latest escalation between Bhad Bhabie and Lil Tay lead to anything more than just online insults and missed live streams? If Bhad Bhabie continues to harbor animosity and the desire to confront Lil Tay, the possibility of a real-world encounter, however unlikely, still lingers. And if that were to happen, you can be sure that this channel and many others would be there to cover it. So, if you're new to this channel and enjoy diving into the chaotic world of online celebrity drama, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more updates, turn on those notifications so you don't miss a beat, and definitely join our community Discord server down below. All the relevant links are in the description and possibly in the pinned comment as well. Until the next viral moment, until the next online feud erupts, or until we get another update on this ongoing saga, everybody stay safe out there in the wild west of the internet.